going on? This is Ockz. I'm coming to you live from emcee Studios, live with Jimmy Fallon. Halal Chinese Food is a conceptual title that me and my man Rocky came up with. You know, it just represents, you know, it's a metaphor for trying to be righteous in a not so healthy environment. Sort of like how Chinese food is not the healthiest food, but when it's halal, you know, it seems to be a little better than just, you know, the Chinese people that cook the cats and dogs. I mean, unlike some brothers, some of my brothers and sisters, I was actually born Muslim, so it's always, I've never been known anything but Islam, and of course being black. And you know, now with the climate of today's society, where it seems like everyone is trying to build Islam up to be a religion of violence, which it's not. It's definitely a whole lot more pressure than it's ever been. I mean, I'm around people that may feel like that a lot more than I do, because it's so embedded in me to be Muslim that I could never picture being anything else. And you know, I think about the dangers of society and what's going on, but I also know that I'm black. I'm born in America, so I've been had a target on my back. I feel like I'm born a black man, so I was born with a target on my back. So this is nothing new. It's nothing new. I had to be true to myself and be true to who I am. And anybody who knows me know that I'm really a Muslim. Like I go through my struggles. I got a lot of issues, just like any other human. But Islam is so embedded in my everyday life and everything that I do that there's no way that I would be able to express myself in a full way without Islam being a major. Alhamdulillah, it's a lot of rappers that's Muslim that I love. Of course, my brothers Freeway and Beanie Siegel, who they're close to me. Alhamdulillah, Assalamu alaikum sheikhs. Most Def. There's a lot, you know. Wu-Tang, they were heavily Islamic inspired by Islam. It's a lot of rappers that we think Muslim. I'm not sure. I think Scarface is Muslim. I heard he's Muslim. If he is, sound like him. He's always been one of my favorites. You know, Rakim from the beginning. You know, he always spoke of Islam. You know, who else can I say? Islam-wise, that was crazy. Definitely Most Def. Oh, my man Malik B from the Roots. He was definitely crazy with it coming up on this Deen field. I talk about personal things like me wanting my twin sons to know the whole Quran, be Hafiz Quran. So I talk about them wanting them to know the whole Quran by heart. Also in Mayfield, I talk about, you know, hadiths and different things like that, Arabic alphabets. So you'll definitely hear it come through in there. It comes through in basically all the songs. Mayfield, Get On is definitely a heavily influenced Islamic record with Islam and streets. And I want to be clear about this, that I'm an African-American Muslim in America, so I grew up in the ghettos. So, you know, the streets and everything that comes with that is also a part of my life and a part of what I've seen growing up. So you're going to hear that in my music, as well as this Islam, because it's a struggle. It's a constant struggle every day to try and stay on the straight path while I'm living in the belly of the beast and seeing all this debauchery and foul things going on around. Yo, you need to go check out that Halal Chinese food, because you're not going to get nothing like it out here. If you want some substance in your music, if you want something that you can stand on, something that you can ride to and not feel like an idiot after you take it out the deck, go get that Halal Chinese food. You might get some street shit, and you might get, you know, you might get a few lessons at the same time. Put out 3 records right now. Look out, putting out a mixtape in a couple months, a free mixtape for all the people who bought Halal Chinese food and the people who didn't. Just so you know that we're gonna keep it moving, and then we're trying to drop, you know, our debut LP, our big joint called The Prestige. You know, summer, late, you know, early fall. Shout out to emcee, shout out to my brothers, The Roof, shout out to Black Thought, Questlove, all the rules. Shout out to Jimmy Fallon for giving those brothers an opportunity. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to all the Muslims, all my Ikhwan across the world. I love you, inshallah. Make dua for me and I'm going to make dua for you. Assalamu alaikum.